Hello everyone and welcome to Blues TV. We have just arrived in Lille. I've got a bit of a cold, but I'm doing all right. Really excited for this. Our first away day in the Champions League group stages. Buzzing for Frank Lampard and Jody.
First away in 2 years for me. I didn't even go to Indy Europas last season.
Did you not?
No, I wanted to say for Baku, but then the prices for Baku came up and I fucked myself.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think we all did, to be fair. Okay then, so who do you hope features today? We've just collected our tickets if you can't see that. To me, I think we should put up a strong team.
No, we need a strong team because if we don't beat Lille, we have to rely on doing the double against Ajax. And with the Valencia result and us not beating Lille, that's going to be a bit unlikely. We got a win today. I don't want to be hating, but as long as Ross Barkley ain't in the lineup, I'll be happy.
Everyone was not impressed with him against Brighton, were they?
Yeah, because the guy takes too much touches and his decision-making is poor, and this is a must-win game for us already. We can't take any risks. Like I've said for the last 2 weeks, we've got a very winnable run in the Premier League. Champions League needs to be the focus for now. Put our strongest team out against Lille, get the 3 points, and then move on to Ajax.
Yeah. Do you think they're taking this really seriously? Because obviously Lille aren't the strongest of teams out there in Europe, but you never know. And from going on Euroways for years and years, I can safely say we actually haven't had the best run of games. I mean, whenever I've been away, I remember we won against Atletico Madrid, a great game. But other than that, and the finals, but other than that, I don't really remember us doing too well in the group stages. So why do you think that is actually?
I hope it isn't underestimating, and I really hope we don't underestimate Lille because we'll do the same thing that we did against Valencia and we'll be poor. We need to learn from that Valencia game because Valencia was a winnable game and we just didn't take our chances and we were poor in attack for 90 minutes. We need to be a lot more stronger and a lot more confident in attack. We need to take our chances as they come because that's something that we haven't done for ages. And we need players to start making an impact. We've seen players make names for themselves in some games this season, but we need it more. We need to start seeing a more consistent basis. Again, I get transitional season, but you need to see players make moves for themselves and you need to see players make a name for themselves.
Who do you want up front today? Because we do have some options. Giroud could be one of those. Mitchie could be one of those. Or do you think he'll just stick with Tammy?
Because I said strongest team, so we're going to have to stick with Tammy Abraham. But I'm not going to lie. If we had Giroud starting, I wouldn't even see that as the end of the world. Giroud's
he's a good
solid
player.
Striker. You know what you're going to get with him. Either or, maybe give Batshuayi a run out against Southampton. I don't even know about that. I want to see a strong team for both of them. But Champions League, this matters more right now, so go for Tammy Abraham.
Cool. Anybody else in the midfield you want to see? Obviously, we don't know if Kante's fully fit yet. Who would you like to feature in the middle? Because obviously, we know without Kante, things can go a little bit south.
Here's the thing. I completely respect that. But let's try build off the Brighton game. Because I thought we handled that game very well without Kante. I thought Jorginho was banging. I thought Mason Mount as well. Obviously, because I don't want Barkley playing. If Kovacic is back from injury, bring him into the squad. If not, there's a bit of a selection headache, but...
Ross got in trouble earlier this week, didn't he, with his chips?
Oh, shit, yeah, with the chips. Couldn't even pass them into his mouth.
Mate, just pay for them, come on.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about your wage bracket, but yeah.
We've all been there, and even I...
It's fresh this week as well,
absolutely.
So I get you.
If I've ever had a taxi driver let me off, I don't know when that was. Maybe last weekend, actually, but that's a rarity.
You are luckier than I am,
yeah,
they
tell me
don't
about
let
it.
me off. No, but Jorginho, hopefully Kovacic. Again, just rather not Ross Barkley play for yet. I want him to try and build a little bit more, but we did well without Kante against Brighton, so let's try build on that.
Tomori has to feature?
Definitely. That guy's our best defender right now.
Yeah, totally.
And he's playing with the same composure that I saw Christensen playing for that Barcelona game. Keep building consistency when you're playing like that. You need to keep giving them game time, because right now he's making a name for himself. Low-key, one of our players of the season so far.
Ledge. Okay, then I'm going to go to round it off with a score prediction. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. My dad said 2-1. I know that sounds a little bit harsh on us, but I just want to be realistic because it is a European away.
We've only had one clean sheet this season, so I get why you're saying 2-1. I was going to go 2-0 until you said that, so now I'm just going to be a bit of a beg and go 2-1-2. Yeah, 2-1
okay.
Chelsea.
So we predict 2-1. Let us know in the comments below how you think tonight's game will go. We're really excited. We're thrilled to be on a Euro away. It's been a long time for me too. I've missed them. If any of you aren't out here or you haven't done any Euros before, I highly, highly recommend them. They're fantastic trips. And
you do at least one.
Yeah,
You've got to
you
do
always
at
get the
least
best
one.
fans as well as everybody, and we're normally quite a loud crowd. I am now back. You've already seen my Lewis preview. This is my dad. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is my dad. So he's the reason I support Chelsea. Got me into it from when I was a kid. For those of you who don't know him, he has appeared on this channel before. Dad, give us your thoughts on today's game. We've done so many Euroways. We don't have the best form away in Europe, do we?
No, it's going to be a tough game. Obviously, for this team as well, it's their first game in Europe. The atmosphere, the youngsters, see how they cope with it. But with the other more experienced like Jorginho, Kovacic, and all them, they should G him up. So we should win, really.
Yeah.
If we don't, it's going to be a hard lesson.
Yeah. If we don't win, obviously we've already lost against Valencia at home. It's not looking well. We can still do it, but it's not looking great, is it?
It's just like the rest of the season. The Premiership and the Champions League's going to go that way either way. But I think if they play the way they're playing, we should win.
Yeah. If Kante can't feature today, who would you like to see in the midfield? Because obviously we do struggle. But we did all right against Brighton, although people aren't fond of Barkley at the moment.
No, he's still eating his chips, isn't he, from the taxi? I'd probably go with Jorginho first, then Barkley.
Would you?
Yeah, Jorginho, yeah, I know what you say about him, but he's got good experience in Europe, so this will suit him down to the ground.
Yeah, Frank and Jody obviously favour Mason Mount to a T. I expect him to play tonight, do you?
I would expect him to play, yeah. Need some European experience, yep. I'd expect him to play.
But does it worry you they haven't played in Europe before?
No, not at all. Not the way he's coped so far, no.
No.
Like I say, if he's got some experience around him, then he'll be fine.
To be fair, I sat Matthew Harding lower against Brighton, and you can see when he's running, like the amount of effort he puts in. He's like totally focused on the game. It's different when you sit up high. When you're like right next to the pitch, you can see how much the players are actually going for it, and he's definitely one of those that puts in like maximum effort.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. Okay then, up front then, because we do have some options. We have actually used a lot for the Europa League, Giroud. Obviously this is Champions League, we do need to win this game, but who would you go with?
I'd probably, to be honest, I'd start with Giroud, because if he doesn't start in the Champions League and he's not starting at home, what have we got him for? So I think he's got experience here. I think he'll have to start and then bring Tammy on after.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Do you mean as in to give Giroud game time or to give Tammy a rest?
Giroud game time, yeah. Because if he's not going to play him in Champions League or in the Premiership, then it's not good. And he's a good player.
Yeah. We need goals for sure. Who do you reckon will get them today if our striking situation goes a bit tits up?
If Giroud plays, he'll score today. Other than that, then it's whoever is up for grabs in it. As long as we attack and make the chances, then anybody can score.
Yeah.
Even Kovacic.
Yeah. Well, I actually used to like Kovacic, right? But I don't know. He had an all right game. Okay, then score prediction, because obviously it's a hard one for me.
I'll stick with what I thought initially. It's 2-1.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Well, I went with your 2-1.
Yep.
Yeah. Got 2 goal scorers then. Who are you going for?
Giroud and Mount.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. Like I said, guys, comment below and let us know your thoughts. We're going to go head into the town centre now to get some food, because I haven't eaten all day and I've been driving for ages.
You've been sleeping, I've been driving.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Sorry, I don't have a driver's licence. Anyway, comment below, subscribe if you like his videos, and if you like my dad, maybe I'll try and get him one more. Hello everyone, I am Sophie Rose.
And I'm Lewis Gebre-Selassie, and we are your new presenters for Blues TV for the upcoming season.
So make sure you click the subscribe button and keep watching.